Hello folks. So in this video, I'm going to create a Hive query language job or file, so HQL file basically. So in Hive, we create these .hql extension files, which we run like a Hive job as a batch job basically. So we will be creating that one. So there are, when it comes to running these jobs, Hive jobs, we can run it in several ways. Like we can use the REST API as well. We can use PowerShell, just like I'm going to use now, and we can use Hive View as well. Okay, and so these are some of the ways we can run Hive jobs. Okay, so let me create a Hive job first. So the command we will utilize for that purpose is nano, and we will name the job as custardata.hql. Okay, and then press enter. So you will be provided with a editor where you can create your or include your Hive commands to run them as a job. Okay, so what we'll do is, first command is like drop table. So let us say if there is any uh, table available with the name data, then drop that table, and after that create. So this is just to avoid, in case there is a existing table data, then we don't need to use that table because it may contain any junk data as well. So what we want to do is we want to use our own table, which we will name as data. Okay, so create table. In fact, we will be creating an external table. So when it comes to Hive, there are two types of tables in Hive. One is external and one is internal. External, the difference between two is, so if we basically if we delete the internal table, the underlying data also gets deleted. But in case of external, that is not the case. If you delete the external table, only the structure of the table will be deleted, but the data will be kept intact. Okay, so external table data. Okay, and then we will basically provide the field names or the attribute names. So customer ID is the first one, and it is of type int. Okay, the next one is gender. It is of type string. Okay, so the values of gender are like male and female. So if the gender is male, it will be written as MALE, and if it is female, then it will be written as FEMALE in the table. Okay, then we have age, which is also int. Gender is a string already mentioned. Then the annual income. So annual income I will keep as string because right now these are a numeric value, but I want to, let us say if the value is 100,000, so I want to keep it as 100K. Okay, so some of the transformations which I'm going to do, I will cover that. I will let you know in detail later on. Okay, so let's focus on this right now. And then the spending score. So this is our mol data CSV file which we are going to load in this table. Okay, so the mol data CSV file has these 5 columns only. Okay, the spending score. This is again int. Okay, and then the row format delimited fields terminated by. So fields will be terminated by comma because it is a CSV file. So fields are terminated by comma. Okay, and lines are terminated by \n, which is a new line character. So lines terminated by \n, which is a new line character. Okay, and then store as text file, text file. Okay, and location. So guys, the location, I will provide the location of the data as what? All data slash custody data, where we kept our mol data CSV file. Okay, so this is the location we kept our file, correct? CSV file. So we will be uploading the data from there. So we gave the location as that one. Okay, then the next one is what we need to do is, so the data will come into this data table first, and from this table I will be creating a new table wherein I will be storing this transformed value. So the transformation which I'm going to do is, if the value of gender is male, then I would store it as M, and if it is female, then I will store it as a F. For annual income, I will be just suffixing the value by uh, K. Okay, so K means 1000. So if it is 100,000, the value is 100,000, it should be stored as 100K. Okay, so those are the two transformations which I'm going to do. So again, drop table, and this will be my fast final table. Okay, so cust data. All right, and then we'll create the table with the same name. So create table. In this case, now it is internal table which is being created. So create table cust data. Okay, as select uh, customer ID as cust ID. Okay, and for gender, I will be putting a if condition. So if gender is equals to male, then M, else F. Okay, and this will be stored as gender only. Age as age, and for the annual income, I'm going to do concat. So concat annual income, and then for concatenation plus K as income, and then spending score as score. Okay, from data. Okay, and then so these are the commands which we are going to run. Okay, using this HQL file. Okay, so press escape and then colon and then X. Alright folks, so if you want to save that file and exit out of it, you need to press the Control O to save the file, and then you need to press Control X to come out of that file. When you do this Control X, it will ask, the editor will ask you to save the file or not. So you need to either press Y or no, depending upon your choice. So let's see the content of this file which we created. So it was cust data.hql. Okay, so you can see the content of this file here, right? So whatever uh, whatever steps we basically wrote inside this uh, file, you can see here, right? uh, so the next step which we need to perform is we can basically do the um, so first of all, what we can do is we can create a Hive editor also, right? So we can create a beeline editor to run this job which we have created. Okay, and the way we open the beeline editor is we can type beeline hyphen eu, then jdpc colon hive to local host, and the Hive runs at 10,001 port, so 10,001 transport mode equals to HTTP, okay, and then hyphen F, and then the name of the file, which is cust data.hql. So this is the way we can run the Hive QL file or job, okay, through Beeline using the Beeline command. Okay, let's run it. If there is some error, it will give you the error as well. So you can see. So here, here it gave some error. Let's see what was it. So it says error while compiling statement, parse exception for line 4, missing end of file at age near gender. Okay, so we will see what is wrong with our uh, file. So it says, end of file at age near gender. Near gender. Okay, so we actually forgot to put the comma here. So that is the problem. So let's make the changes here. Now cust data of HQ. This was the name of file. Okay, and then here, here you need to mention the comma again, comma here. Okay, and then press Control X and press Y. So Control. Okay, so we saved our file. Let's run that command once again. Let's see what happens. So guys, this is what that's why we always use drop table command. So there might be chances when you run these this file, the table gets created, right? So the best way, and whenever we run it for the second time, it may give error, right? So that is the way we just proactively write these drop table commands so that if in case by error a table is already created, you won't get the junk data. Okay, so you can see that the job is successful. Now what we will do is we'll open this beeline session once again. Okay, and this time we will what we will do is we will just exclude these statements. So hyphen f, and the name of the file was file if we mention, then it will run. Okay, I think I forgot to mention that. Let me cover that. So when I basically included, uh, so let's see that command once. So here if you see this command beeline hyphen u, and then this is the connection URL, JDBC URL, and then hyphen f means file. Uh, and so on the B line, if you want to run the job, then you need to include hyphen f and then the name of the file. Okay, so what it will do is the beeline command line interface, it will run the this job. Okay, and if you don't include this, it will open the beeline command line interface for you. Okay, so let's see. So here I have excluded hyphen f, name of the file. Okay, okay, great. So now you can see that you are inside Hive. Okay, you can see JDBC Hive 2 localhost 10,001. Okay, so you are inside Hive now. So let's run the query to retrieve the data. Okay, and save it to basically all data hyphen slash all data slash cust data slash output. Okay, directory, so that scoop reads this data. So if we show databases, let's see the databases first. Here what are the databases available? Okay, so it's default. So if you go inside this default database, type use default, and now you can see the show tables command here. Okay, if you type show tables, you will see your table here. So if you run select star from cast data limit 10, then it will show you 10 records. Okay, so cast data income is null, 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 null. Looks like there is some transformation issues going on in here, so we may need to look into it. Okay, but you can see that the gender got transformed. Earlier it was female, now but now it, due to that if condition, it has got changed to F, right? And the is age here in int, and score is also in integer data type, right? So there is some issue with income that we will check later on. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to store this data as a file. So in order to do that, in order to store this data as a file, we need to basically type a query for that. Okay, so the way we type the query for that is uh, okay, so what we will do is we'll do insert overwrite directory. Where do we want to store this file which contains this table data? Is all data, cust data, and then output. Okay, then row format delimited. Okay, fields terminated by, sorry, should be, let's include the tab delimited. Okay, and from cast data. Okay, let's present. Oh, terminated by. Okay, so row format delimited, fields terminated by. Okay, folks, looks like I'm doing something wrong here. Let me type. Oh yes, oh yes. I forgot to include the select condition here. So let's type these commands once again. So insert override directory, then row format delimited, then fields terminated by this. Select star from cost data. Okay, so it has triggered the job and okay. So now you can see the message moving data to directory or data cust data output from the cluster location this. Okay. So let's type exclamation mark quit and you are out of it. Okay, so let's check that HDFS location, the Hadoop distributed file location where we have this output directory now. All data, cust data, output. Okay, so you can very well see that there is some data created here. So if you want to see the data inside this file, and you look at 000 and then 60456 underscore 0. Let's see if you have any data. Yes, perfectly. You have data inside it. This backslash n is, I think, some data. There is some data issues with this particular column where we did some concatenation, right? So that we will correct later on. But you can see that data is here now. So now what we will do is we will perform the scoop operation, and what scoop will do is it will just pick this data file, okay, and it will insert the data in a SQL database. Okay, so that is what I'm going to cover in the next video. Okay guys, so this is it for this tutorial. I will be covering the next topic in the upcoming video, so keep on watching, and if you like this video then please hit like button and subscribe as well for our channel. Thank you.